Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome to the Skein Scoop Podcast.
We're so happy to see you after having a little break, but not necessarily a happy break the whole time.
No. I'm Justine.
I'm Lori.
This is episode 66 of our knitting and a little crochet podcast today. We're coming from Skein Yarn Shop in East Greenwich, Rhode Island, and we are glad to see you.
Yes.
I'm glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you, and now you're going away.
I know. We have had quite...
Do you realize we're both missing each other's birthdays this year?
We're so old. We don't even celebrate birthdays anymore. We're the worst.
We are the worst. I know. I still haven't gotten you anything, but I think I know what I'm getting you, so.
Oh, okay.
Anyhow, it's so nice to be back. I was so excited last night.
Yeah, I was excited too. I was all packed up and ready to go.
Yeah? Packed up to go on your trip?
No.
Oh.
I'm not packed up to go on my trip. I was packed up to bring all my stuff here.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm just so happy to be back. I don't like to be away for so long.
So Lori went on a vacation. You went to Spain to visit Alex.
I did. I don't know if I'd call it a vacation.
Lori went to see Alex in Spain.
It was great. It was great.
If you're new here, Alex is Lori's youngest daughter.
That's right. She's 21.
And she's studying abroad.
It was so funny because the other day, she's studying abroad in Granada, Spain, and now she's on her spring break. So, like, we were there, but she was, of course, she had us come when she was still in school.
Because her spring break, she didn't want to be with her parents.
That's right.
Partying.
I know. So that's part of the reason it was not a vacation. Mm-hmm. So now she's on her spring break, mm-hmm. and she's there with three friends, and they're in Croatia. Did I say that already?
That's where you and Kevin went.
Correct. That's where we went for our 30th anniversary in September.
I was like, when did that happen?
I know. That happened in September, right after I had COVID, remember? Mm. And for the first time. I had never had COVID before. And then I got it right before we left. So she was on her way to Croatia, but their flights were all messed up. So she was flying alone. She was not flying with her friends. And she was, the flights were so screwed up. And so the layover was in Munich. She got there at night, and then her connecting flight wasn't until the next morning. And she says to Kevin, she's like, I'm just going to stay overnight in the airport in Munich alone. And we were like, no, you're not. And so we got her hotel room, and we talked to her, and she's in the hotel at the bar. And
it's like not
it's just so weird.
So weird, right?
Because she just turned 21 in January. So that was actually her, what was she saying? Oh, I think it was the first time she got carded. It was the first time she'd been carded.
Do you have to be 21 to drink in Munich?
No, you don't. No, it's 16. And that's how young she looks.
Yeah, she does. She looks like a baby.
It was just so funny. She's like, oh, it's my first time being carded, because in Spain, they literally don't care.
Yeah.
So it was just funny.
Oh, she's a babe.
She is. I
really miss her.
I know. Me too. She'll be home. She'll be home in a month.
I know. That's flown by.
Flown by.
I think about Charlotte has 2 months left of preschool, which means that I am going to be so rich. Because I'm not going to be paying for preschool. And also, I'm going to lose my mind, but mostly...
What are you going to do with all your money?
Just put it in a bathtub and swim in it. One time, Harrison came up with a math. He did some math, and he was like, I think you spent over $230,000 on daycare. And I was like, shut up and go away.
Oh my goodness.
You're welcome, kid. Yeah, it's a lot.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
It's a lot. We're going to miss the teachers, but I will not miss that payment. One of Char's friends texted me.
You're not going to cry when it's over.
I might cry.
Yeah,
you might, because she's so big.
At graduation.
Yeah, I'll definitely cry at graduation. I mean, they put them in caps and gowns and play pomp and circumstance, and it's ridiculously cute. But
I was at graduation last June, and I'll be at graduation again this June because it's just like graduation from whatever like room
Classroom
they're
to
in, right?
classroom. But this is like sliding into kindergarten. I remember my preschool graduation, they literally called it sliding into kindergarten, and they had a slide. And we would climb up and they'd say our name and we would slide down the slide. It was
That's
so
so
cute.
cute.
So
Was
cute.
that in Cranston, Rhode Island?
It was in Cranston, Rhode Island at Little Shepherd.
Oh, okay.
Oof. The more you know.
I know.
Riveting content.
I actually remember both my kids' graduation from preschool. And I have to say, I'm not a big, like, we are not big believers in the preschool graduation. I mean, we go.
Oh, okay.
Right.
But Lori was at the first one at Charlotte's third class, like sunshine graduation.
Well,
it's
that's-
not even a thing.
Yeah, well, anyway, I was honored to be invited. So, but like, to go through like the preschool graduation and then the kindergarten graduation,
Yeah.
when they're in, I don't know, just when they're in the same school, so but they're graduating from kindergarten
Into
to
first
go
grade.
into first grade, I just think it's ridiculous.
They don't do
We
that.
did not have that.
They don't do that in EG. My Harrison never did that. They do something like at the end of second grade because you go to a new school for third grade.
Well, that was the thing about East Greenwich that I like could not deal with.
Yeah,
Like it was like
I mean,
every year you had a graduation.
I will never have a kid not in a different school. I will
Oh,
always
right.
have my
They'll
kids
never-
in actually maybe when Ben's a senior, Charlotte might be a freshman and he's gonna be trouble. No, I don't think so. I think she'll be in eighth. I don't even know. I can't think that far.
The thought of Ben being in high school is a little frightening.
I know. It's insane.
Harrison's going to be there before you know it.
Harrison's like living his best life right now.
He lived
had-
his best life with us.
Yeah.
That's for darn sure.
We went up to New Hampshire, but he had stuff going on. So some of my friends, Caitlin and Lori, stepped up and took care, and my sister took care of him. And he had a sleepover at my sister's house. He hung out with Caitlin and the kids and went to umpire training. And then he had the best night of his whole life, drinking all the Shirley Temples he could handle at
He
the
was
Oyster
so
Bar
cute.
with Lori, Kevin, and Caitlin.
And Caitlin.
And then had a sleepover.
Oh my! And it was so funny because we were obviously we were supposed to have a table,
Yeah.
and the people who were sitting at the table that was supposed to be ours
Wouldn't get up.
wouldn't get up, and so Kevin's like, "We're gonna sit at the bar." And I'm like, "They're not gonna." I don't know why I thought this, but I was like, "They're not gonna let Harrison sit at the bar," which is ridiculous because it's John. So the bartender and I mean, who's a friend of ours, and Kevin's like, of course they're gonna let him sit at the bar. So there are the four of us at the bar, and Harrison goes, but this was before we sat down. Kevin says, "Do you want a drink?" to Harrison. and Kevin goes, "Do you want?" And then Kevin goes, "Like a Coke?" And Harrison goes, "I don't like Coke." And Kevin goes, "Well, maybe a Sprite." And he goes, he doesn't ask Kevin, he looks at me, and he's like, "Can I have a Shirley Temple?" And we're like, "Yeah, you can have as many Shirley Temples as you want." And his eyes like lit up.
He was like downing Shirley Temple.
It was so funny. And then we're sitting there, and of course John was refilling his Shirley Temples, like, without even being asked. But every time John went to refill his glass, he would add more ice in, and that was annoying Harrison. And so Harrison leans over to me and he's like, "He keeps putting more ice in, so there's not a lot to drink." And Kevin goes, "Yeah, but you're getting free refills." And Harrison goes, "What?" And I said, "You're getting free refills." And he's like, "Oh!" It's hysterical. And then he said,
We
and then-
usually have a rule: one soda and then water. Not when you're with Lori and Kev.
no, what are aunties and uncles for?
Mm-mm.
And so
Believe me, I know a thing or two about that.
oh my, you're the worst. You are the worst.
Yeah. I gave Grant 2 bowls of ice cream. 3-year-old little body couldn't handle all that sugar.
Oh man, it was fun. It was a fun night. It was fun to go see him play basketball. He did really well.
Yeah.
And
He is getting so big.
Yeah.
He's
he's
getting
taller
so
than
big.
me, which isn't that hard.
He's like he's grown a lot. He every time I look at him, I think he looks different. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's that 7th grade boy thing. He's so cute.
And his hair is so cool. And can we talk about?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Moving on.
So after you went to Spain,
Spain
something happened to your back.
Yeah. So Spain was. I'll just talk a tiny bit about Spain. So Alex is studying over there. She is, for the most part, living her best life. She's Alex, so she needs to get in her own way a little bit. So luckily she doesn't watch this podcast. So
hopefully.
And then and then the day after we got back from Spain, which was 2 weeks ago today, I picked up Everett, and that was it. It was all over my back. Well, my back was bad, but then I was going to the chiropractor and it was getting better, and then I just really overdid it as a Mimi, mm-hmm. and also as an auntie. I picked up Grant too.
Yeah.
And but also I was we babysat Everett last weekend, and I was bouncing him all over the place, and then the next day I woke up and I literally couldn't move.
Yeah.
That was
you're a lot better. We tried to podcast a bunch of times last week.
Yeah.
And they just Lori, unless you wanted to podcast from Lori's bedroom with her laying down moaning every time she had to move, it probably wouldn't have been that enjoyable. So no. I said
might have been slightly entertaining.
Yeah, I was like, it's fine. And then she was like, but you're leaving. And I was like, wait, but we're not leaving until Monday night. So I am going to Mexico with my family, and my sister and her kids and husband are there already. We are doing a normal day today. Shar has school. She was not happy about going to school this morning. And then we have no food in the fridge because I'm trying to get rid of everything. Right. So she wanted pickles for breakfast. So she smelled oh yeah, I let her have pickles. So she was rubbing pickle juice all over her hands. And then she was hugging me. And I'm like, I can't, get away from me. Got her to school. She was crying. I'm like, pickles. Don't touch me. Go see your teacher. And Miss Jess was like, oh, sure. What does that smell? I'm like, pickles. Bye. See ya. 3:30.
By the way, your son, that was the other thing you said about Shirley Temples was, it was so cute. He after the whole refill situation, he goes, you will not believe how many Shirley Temples I'm going to have on vacation. He's just so adorable.
He's so cute. Well, Joel, my nephew, is already there, and he told me he had 6 banana monkeys already, which is a...
Oh, right. You said that yesterday, and I didn't know they were there. And I was like, what the hell is a banana monkey?
It's a mudslide without
the alcohol.
Without the alcohol, and then instead of... So it's like a milkshake, a banana chocolate milkshake.
I mean, there's nothing bad about that.
Honestly... Yeah, my sister was like, the menu is extensive. We can drink the whole menu.
Gosh.
Yeah, she had a lot. She consumed a lot yesterday. I was receiving funny messages from her.
I bet.
Something to look forward to.
Yes. I can't wait.
So we are going to Boston tonight because our flight is really early. So I have to go bring Lucy to my friend Steph's house. So I'm a little sad about that.
She's so cute.
She's so big. Did I tell you that?
How much does she weigh now?
Well, I was going to tell you. So Charlotte's teacher, Miss Haley, Haley's cousin has Lucy's sister from the same litter.
Oh, no, you didn't tell me that.
Haley babysat Lucy's sister this past weekend. She puppy sat her. Lucy's my golden retriever puppy.
She's so cute.
She's almost 8 months old. And Lucy is 53 pounds. Haley's,
oh my gosh.
Haley's cousin's puppy, 27 pounds.
What?
They're from the same litter.
Oh my gosh.
I know, Lucy's a beast.
Griffin's only 37 pounds.
Lucy is huge. She's huge. She's fully trained on the invisible fence. It is a game changer.
Oh my God.
It's a game changer.
We have one.
Game changer.
Yeah. We couldn't live without it.
She really does love to dig.
Oh.
So if somebody said that you're supposed to put their poop in the hole that they dig, and that stops them from doing it anymore.
Have fun with that. That is gross.
Well, I scoop up her poop. I could just dump it in the hole.
Oh. I do know scooping of poop.
I'm not surprised at that. I'm shocked.
That's not happening.
Yeah, so that's happening. Yeah, it's been there's been a lot happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're glad to be here. And we're back. And then we'll be back in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Because when we get back, that next weekend is Local Yarn Store Day
I know.
weekend. So we have lots to talk about today.
Good
Let's
segue.
talk about Local Yarn Store Day
Right now. All right.
First off.
So wait, I gotta move in a little bit.
I don't remember.
No. It's not because of that. It's because of my back.
Oh.
So
Is that better? I'm gonna go like this.
I just need to be like, I don't know why. I just need to.
Okay. You want a pillow?
You know what it is? I want to be leaning back against the chair.
Okay.
Okay. I have one of those salon paws, like pain things on my
Yes,
back.
this episode of Skein Yarn Shop is
Sponsored
by
Bachelor Chiropractic.
Cerisi Chiropractic,
Opus.
lidocaine pain patches,
Yeah.
CBD cream that we sell at Skein Yarn Shop.
That's right. I've used
And-
plenty of that.
Theraguns.
That's
That is what we are.
what we've got
that's what
going
we've got
on.
going on
Because
around
you
here.
hurt your back this morning.
Yeah, my back's always not been great, and then I tweaked it a little bit, but nothing. I went to the chiropractor right away. I'm good.
Same. Chiropractor, acupuncture. Today I have 3 appointments. Chiropractor, acupuncture, massage.
You're living life.
Well, yeah, it's not actually this massage I am looking forward to, but the last massage I had was extremely painful.
Ay.
So, okay.
Local Yarn Store Day.
Why
Ready?
did we start talking about that again?
Because
don't
we
know.
want to talk about it first.
Okay.
Because we
No.
were sponsored by.
Oh, right. That's
Okay.
why.
Local Yarn Store Day is April 26th. It is
Yes.
our favorite day of the year.
It really is.
It's going
Yeah.
to be epic.
Better than Christmas and Hanukkah
Epic.
and all the
Epic.
things wrapped up into one. It is going to be epic.
It's going to be epic.
Every year I think we can't possibly outdo last year, and
we're
every
gonna.
year I'm wrong.
Okay, so we are having a Woolens and Nosh trunk show.
Yes.
So
That is by far it's all exciting. I'm going to sneeze.
I don't even know how you can. There's no order. You can't rank things. Even me,
Sure.
I'm saying that.
right.
Okay, so first
That hurt a
up,
little bit.
my chiropractor today said when you want to sneeze, you need to go like this. Bend forward. Bend and then sneeze.
The bending is hard.
I know, I understand, and then she even said if you have to bend. And I was like, that was a lot of information, doctor. Thank you.
Yeah.
Wasn't Dr.
We're not
Cerisi.
talking about human poop. We maybe can talk about dog poop. But...
Okay. All right.
Oh.
Mom. Oh.
Well, it's okay because it doesn't matter. So what's happening now, the reason that just happened, the reason I just went like this.
Like I didn't already see that.
Oh my God.
This is Lori's iPad and constant messages
It's ancient.
come flying
is
over. We can't make them
Ancient.
stop.
I mean, this iPad, it could be like 10 years old. It's really old. I think this iPad is 10 years old. Oh my God.
It's still better than mine.
And so even if you have like do not disturb on, it doesn't matter.
They're gonna think like naked pictures just popped up.
Oh,
and
no.
That's why you did that.
No, there were no, nothing obscene just showed up. Nothing obscene just showed up.
Thank God.
Oh my God.
A text message from my son just popped up saying, Dad just bought Mom new AirPods. Don't get them for her. Which, by the way, if you ever look at there's tears on the table.
Oh.
If you ever want information about me, don't ask Harrison because I knew he texted you that because last night I was sitting in the living room and he goes, "Oh, who got new AirPods?" And Michael goes, "I got them for Mom." And he went like this, Lori. So, never go stealth with Harrison.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
So anyway, everything because it's so
Oh.
because it's such an old iPad, like everything registers on it like 48 hours later or 24 hours later. That was so funny.
Oh my God.
I was like, well, when I saw his name, I was like,
Oh,
I was
my
like,
iPad.
and then I realized that it was from last night.
Oh my God.
Oh, that is so funny because while he was with me, I was like, is there anything that your mom wants for her birthday? Oh gosh, that was funny.
Oof. Okay. Local yarn store day.
Sorry. Moving on.
April 26th. So we're going to have, Michelle's going to be here.
Yes.
With a crap ton of yarn. A crap ton.
Yes. If you're not familiar, you can go look it up. Well, you don't have to because it'll be in the show notes, right?
Yeah. Woolens and Nosh is self-striping sock yarn. Is she bringing multiple bases? Do you know? I'm sure she's going to bring some DK things and some just her
I would
normal
imagine
Tarky
she's
fingering.
bringing, yes.
Her most popular bases.
Yes.
I'm obsessed.
Yes.
Lots of
I'm
people.
obsessed. I'm
You're
obsessed
from afar. You
from
don't-
afar because I'm just not a sock knitter. I have the ability to knit socks,
Of course you do.
but
Because I taught you.
that is true. Many, many years ago. Yes, when I swore I could not. I will never forget it. It was the consummate Justine teaching experience. It was.
Did I take it from you and do it for you?
Yes, that's exactly what happened. You were knitting on a sock. It wasn't at the dyeing class we did.
We were sitting at the back table.
We were sitting at the back table.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I was like, I wish I could do magic loop. And you're like, of course you can do magic loop. And I was like, no, I've tried it 5 different times. I can't do it. And you took it out of my hand and no, it wasn't even in my hand. You started a sock for me and you're like, this is how you do it.
Go.
And I knew how to knit socks from then on. And I have knit socks, but it's
All
just,
you needed was a little bit
I'm
of
just not a sock knitter.
pushing.
Yep.
And what more can you ask for from me but to push you?
That's right.
Okay.
Anyway,
It is amazing. Her yarn is
yarn is
amazing.
gorgeous.
The colors, the way she dyes is unparalleled. It is so, is that the right word?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Look at me.
Yeah.
It's great. She's fantastic. Also,
they're just gorgeous. They're gorgeous combinations.
and
It's
she has so many.
She's so talented.
She has them knitted up. Like,
Yes, so
she
you can-
has, like, you can see the colorway completely before you buy it, which I also love.
And I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but she is going to be debuting a new colorway
Fantastic.
at the trunk show.
Can't wait. So excited. There's also a pre-order. You might have seen this on Instagram. If you haven't, go on our website. It's linked down below, but it's a pre-order for this year's local yarn store day color called Rhody Beach Day from Hope
that's
Made Yarn
Ours.
Co. So
Exclusive.
Hope dyed this gorgeous yarn that is supposed to be reminiscent of a Rhody Beach Day.
That's right.
That's a beautiful picture of a Narragansett beach.
For those of you who don't know what Rhody is, Rhode Island. That's how we refer to Rhode Island.
Little old Rhody.
Little Rhody.
Little Rhody.
So,
So that is available online. It's on her merino cashmere nylon base, which is Hope's favorite. It's $36.50 pre-ordered.
I think she actually changed the base name to just Hope.
Oh,
Yes.
great.
Yes.
Cool. If you pre-order it, when we get the shipment from Hope, we will save it until local yarn store day. You can select in-store pickup if you're going to be here and you don't want to risk not getting your hands on a skein. If you pay for it and have it shipped, when we get it, we're going to ship all those out so that we are done and get those out to you as soon as we get them.
Right.
There will be some available in the store for local yarn store day, but we've already sold like 60 skeins.
Yeah, we've
So-
sold a lot, and there's a limited number.
Yeah.
I got a little over. I'll be totally transparent here. I got a little over 100. I got like 110 skeins. They will sell out on local yarn store day.
Yeah.
So
If you want them,
get
get
them.
online. We're going to do raffle. We're going to do a very wonderful raffle.
Yep.
We're going to have a free gift with purchase while supplies last. And there's going to be a sale on all bulky and super bulky yarn in the store and online.
That's right.
Okay?
So it's really going to be a spectacular. It's so much fun. It's such a fun day. It's also crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
There will be knitting, even though there's a
There will be knitting.
Trunks
Yeah,
show.
it'll be in the back.
Yeah. So
Everybody will
it's
smushed
gonna
in the
be
back.
It's gonna be. I'm putting it into the universe. It's gonna be a beautiful day. We're gonna put tables outside. It's gonna be lovely. It's gonna be great.
Yes. Although the weather, quite frankly, here today is gorgeous. Today is going to be really gorgeous. Yeah, but rest of the week, not looking so great. I mean, it's ridiculous already. It's the middle of April. Come on now.
My friend Cindy in New Hampshire, it snowed like 4 inches the other day.
Oh, Kevin was telling me that they were getting like 10 inches up north.
Yeah. Ow. And she works at a country club.
Sorry.
She's like the first day of the course being open, snow.
Oh my gosh.
She's like, we're gonna have to serve hot toddies.
They're used to that up there though.
Yeah. No. Today we're wearing our Skein Yarn Shop sweatshirts.
That's right. Of which we still have a few left.
I put the link down below if you're interested. This is one of my favorite things.
We are, people keep asking for, we have had t-shirts in the past. We are getting them. I know, we've said that before.
It's gonna happen.
We just need to
There's a lot of things.
Get our act together. There's only so many things you can do in one day.
I wish the days were like a tiny bit longer and the kids slept during that time.
Oh, like that commercial that says like there's a 25th hour.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about knitting. I can't wait to talk about knitting.
Okay, fine.
I have a lot of things.
I know, the people want us to
talk
about knitting.
I have 4 whips, including 1 new and 1 very old. And I have a finished object.
I have 2 whips, which isn't really true. I have about a gazillion whips, but only 2 that I'm going to talk about on the podcast today. And
we've got a bunch of samples. But we have a bunch of samples to share.
Yes, we do.
All right, let's talk about this first.
Okay. Let's.
All right, I finished
so great.
Charlotte's sweater.
Let me feel it. Oh,
so this is the Monday Sweater Junior that I knit for Char.
Look at how cute it is.
It is knit using Skein Double Sunday, my favorite yarn of all time. It's so cute.
It's just fantastic.
So I will full transparency, as soon as this episode is done recording, I'm setting it up to go live. I'm not editing the podcast because
so it'll be a little rough.
It adds
time.
A lot of time, and I just don't have it. So instead, I'm just going to send this up. So I do have a picture of Charlotte wearing this. So this is the Monday Sweater Junior by Petite Knit.
Right.
And I think that it is just like a really spectacular pattern of petite knits. So it also has a grown-up version of the sweater as well. And I just think that I just wanted to show this picture of Charlotte wearing her sweater pre-haircut.
How is she not a model?
In my messy bed. So there's Char wearing her sweater. She's like, should I do one where I have my hands behind my back?
Oh, God.
This was after her photo shoot wearing that sweater, so she's like, thinks she's all that. It does have short rows. So some things about this pattern, it has a folded over collar, and the way that she has you fold it and pick up the stitches on the inside is different than I've seen before. Made so much sense while I was doing it, and I think looks really fantastic on both sides, on the outside of the sweater and on the inside of the sweater. There are short rows, but the way the short rows were written also super clear. So I think that this is just a more beginner friendly. If you're looking for that perfect sweater for yourself or for your child, I think that this is it. I think it's just really perfect. So I did have to use quite a bit of yarn because it's not written up as a striped sweater. So I figured out, if you look in the back, all of the stripes are the same length. I wish I had made the front longer in the pink, and maybe I wouldn't have run out of yarn. I needed to get a new ball for the purple, blue, and whatever mint that is. I think if I had made the pink a little longer, maybe I wouldn't have had to do that, but whatever. I think it's adorable. And it's
perfect.
actually written for fingering weight with the mohair because she, you know, she loves to
That's
do
what
that.
she does, yeah.
But it's perfect in the double Sunday. Of course, it's not machine washable, but this is my child, so it's fine. I just think it's the colors. I'm really happy with this. The colors over there, every time I saw them, I was like, it needs to be a sweater. I think it would be super cute in 2 stripes. It would be really cute if you wanted to get to here and then do stripes for the bottom part of the body. I mean, there's just so many ways to make this, or just one solid color.
Yeah.
I could definitely see myself making one of these for my own self. Not in these colors personally, but maybe
This yarn is ridiculous.
It feels so good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gail was knitting with it yesterday and she said the same thing.
Yeah, I love it. I'm very happy with it. So there we
You
go.
should be.
That's Charlotte's. Let's talk about some samples. So first up, let's go in this order.
Sure.
You might have seen on Instagram my little girl
In this
adorable shirt.
top. And it's reversible.
It's called the Holly Girls Top. It's linked down below in our show notes. Some people said that they were having a hard time finding it. If you write Holly and then Ursula, because Ursula McGrath is the designer, that will help you find it, or just look in the show notes. It is knit. The front and the back are identical, so it is knit to be completely reversible so that you can choose your colors.
So good.
Charlotte had it on and was like, is this mine? Who made this for me? And I was like, honey, it's not yours. Somebody made it for the shop. And she was so devastated. And I had just finished making her a sweater, so I said I'm not making her another one. So our friend Caitlin is knitting one for Char because she's better than me.
I think it's more because Caitlin just wanted to cast on something new.
Yeah, I think so too. So that's knit out of this yarn here, which is the Cirrus Rainbow. So we have had Cumulus and Cumulus Rainbow. There's a little fuzz. Which is the worsted version of this yarn. This is DK. It is 100% Mako cotton. Each ball is 328 yards, and it's just so cute. So I believe this one is the one, right?
Yep, that's the one.
So this colorway is number 312, Aurora Borealis.
Did that just take one?
So no, it actually took like 120 grams.
Okay.
And so Trina had 2 balls, and if you notice on that, you started the bottom and go up. So on this side, she started in the middle and went up, and then on the other side, she started on the outside and went up.
Okay.
So that she got all the colors. Obviously,
so smart.
You could knit it in. This yarn also comes in solids, which we have, just called Cirrus, and I'll show you that in a little while too. But you could. Gail is knitting one of those in one color on the front and one color on the back, 2 different colors. So it's reversible, obviously, but it'll look like 2 different shirts. So it's so cute. The pattern is really great. Charlotte was so comfortable, she really didn't want to take it off. And I was like, honey, you got to take it off. You can't wear that. You have to take it off. And she was pretty mad. So that's the Holly Girls Top. So let's talk about all of these colors here.
This one is Nautical Twilight.
That's the color Caitlin is using to make Char's official shirt.
Oh yeah, she didn't want the
She did,
more
but I
rainbow
like
one?
that one.
Oh my God.
This one is called Lotus Flower.
This one is called Gold Rush.
Pacific Sky.
And Mermaid Dreams. Wait, let's see if we can get a better picture of those colors. There we go. That's better.
Oh man. Oh, Sally's busted. All right, Sally, get out of here. You weren't here the other day. One of the ladies at the table asked what she broke, and Sally broke. And,
Shocker.
And the ladies were like, "What's her name again?" And I was like, "Sally. She's a drunken mess."
Yeah.
But there is a Sally that comes to the table, and she wasn't here, but her friend was here, and she was like, I was like, "Not that Sally, just the mannequin. We call her Sally." Oh, anyway, That was knit by Trina, and Trina is so fast. She whipped up 2 samples. So Juniper Moon Farms, with their new collection of colors, which I know I showed these last time, because remember last time I did a shop tour at the end? They sent this pattern. It's called Zaynep Wrap, and they show it in the Cumulus and the Cumulus Rainbow. And it is massive. It's so humongous. So I think if you knit it in the Cirrus and the Cirrus Rainbow instead, you would have a more manageable size. So this color is Buttermilk, and this again is Pacific Sky. So we sent this off to Trina, and she whipped it up in no time, and it's a perfect size. So cool. I mean, it's like an optical illusion, right? Isn't it?
Yes, it totally
is.
So
cool. I think it's awesome. So a bunch of people have been starting these, making them. I think that, this Buttermilk colorway is so like, I don't know, there's something about it that I just think is so cool. The yellow with this blue over here.
Yep.
So good. So it's a perfect wrap. You want to wrap it up?
I do.
It's light. The fabric is gorgeous.
Thank you.
The fabric is gorgeous. This would be perfect,
Look how good it is.
Yeah, it's really pretty. I think it's gorgeous. Trina said it was really fun to knit. And now Barbara is making one out of, I think she's using this with like a light
color.
With like a light purple, I think.
It's just so
it's
squishy.
Really, really good. And you need 1 and 1, and then you're done. And done. So good. So that's...
I love a big wrap, just like the next person, but that thing is massive.
And it's also going to be so much thicker.
Yeah.
Whereas I think this is just like the
it's just
right
more
amount
manageable.
Of drape. And I'm knitting with that yarn right now, and I'm obsessed with it. And you're knitting with this, and you're obsessed with it.
I am.
So, again, this is Zaynep. These are available in the store and also on Ravelry. And linked below. Okay? Okay. All right. Another new yarn that we got in this past time since we last podcasted is another yarn, or 2 new yarns to us from Earth Yarns. So we got the Harvest Fingering, which are solid tonals.
Yep, they are 100% superwash extra fine merino fingering weight. The yardage is 435 yards or 400 meters, 100 grams. Really so lovely.
So we got a massive, like a huge palette of colors from this collection here. We've got indigo in this blue, black grape,
citrus, and cranberry. That does not look like a cranberry, but
I don't agreed, but okay.
Alrighty.
And then we also got the unique fingering weight, which is 100% superwash extra fine merino. Same thing, 435 yards. But these are striping. So this color here, oh, okay, they don't have names, they're just numbers. So this is 3024. And this is 3003.
This is 3035. This is 3010.
It's gorgeous.
I love this one too.
Me too.
3019. Look at how pretty that is.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
And we have a great sample that they sent us.
A couple of samples. So this is the Papillon butterfly, which I hate butterflies. I just want everybody to know that that's why everybody's going to think this is funny, but I hate butterflies. I think they're horrible. But
some of you probably already know this.
This is quite stunning. I mean, it looks like stained glass. It is so cool. This is a very
This is a
Classic
It's a classic pattern. This pattern has been around for.
I was gonna say it was very
at least-
old, but I didn't mean to say it like that. It's a classic.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's got to be at least 10 years old. This pattern, but it has been knit thousands of times.
Yeah.
So it's papillon, which is butterfly in French. For those of you who don't know, Papillon. If you look it up, put in papillon/butterfly, and it should be the first thing that comes up. And these yarns are perfect for
so
this
soft.
pattern.
It is so soft. It is very drapey. I think like a beautiful, beautiful shawl yarn, but even a summer top or obviously socks and that striping. So good. So they sent us the Papillon. They also sent this adorable, did I do this one next? I just want to make sure I do it in the same order that because I'm not putting notes in. This is called, oh, and also the Papillon, since I'm not doing this, is by Marinja Knits. Yeah?
Yeah.
Marinja Knits. MARINJAKNITS. This will be in the show notes too, but just in case you don't know how to look at
But
show
if
notes.
you put in papillon/butterfly, it should be the first pattern that comes up.
Look at this.
What? I know,
This
it's
is
so cute.
Okay, so this is our crochet moment of the day. Okay, this is the squared up jacket by Earth Yarns, squared up baby jacket by
It looks
Earth
so big
Yarns.
there, but it's so
It
tiny.
is so tiny. I mean, eek, it's so little. It's adorable. So this is using the unique fingering.
Can you picture a baby in that?
I like literally
It'd be so
cannot.
cute.
Also, can you picture a baby blanket, like a crocheted baby blanket in this yarn?
Yes,
I mean,
it
it's
would be
just
amazing.
so good.
And it's
so
really
soft. It's super wash. I mean, adorable. And then they also sent this scarf, which I think is super cool. It is a reversible scarf. It's called Saman Scarf, SAMAN Scarf by Catherine Bayar, BAYAR. So it is reversible. So on one side, you get this cool slip stitch motif, and then on the other side, you get these like little squares and the ribbing, which is just so cool. And
Yeah.
so they used I'm not sure how many skeins, probably more than one.
I feel like it's 2 in 1. I could be wrong.
I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember. I know we
It's either
looked it
2
up.
in 1 or 2 in 2.
But they used the striping, and then they used
I love it. The
the
solids.
solids, and I
Yeah.
just think it's so cool.
Yep.
So, I wish it was in a little bit more of a fun color, if I'm being honest. You know, like pink. I'm gonna carefully bend and move over here. Okay. All right, let's talk about what we're knitting, okay?
Sure.
Okay, sure. Do you want to go?
Sounds good.
I'll go first.
Go first.
I knit so much on this, I couldn't wait to show you. This is my DK jelly roll blanket, and I have finished a 5th stripe. I was midway through the 3rd stripe last time you guys saw it.
It's so good.
Oh my God. You ready?
Wow. You're just so good at putting colors together.
Okay, so this is the bottom. So I'm holding fingering weight yarn held double. So this over here is my first stripe. Last time you saw it, I was down here. So I really knit 2 full strips.
Wow.
Since the last time. I knit this whole strip here. And then this strip here. I think it's
spectacular.
I think it's so cool. I had so much fun doing this. I just felt like I needed a little like mindless, easy. This was knitted a lot in the car, on the way to and from New Hampshire. I knit it when we were in Maine for Harrison's basketball tournament.
It is so good, Justine.
I knit a lot.
And you're not random. You are like not random.
So I am being, oops, I meant to put this in here. I am being random in like, sort of. I mean, I don't know. Like this whole strip, I tried to do mostly pinks and purples.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of how I'm planning, but the rest of it, like I love how that kind of divides it up. But mostly it's just bright and crazy and fun.
It's really
I am
spectacular.
using the method that the Crazy Sock Lady has come up with for joining. So it is different than the actual way that the pattern. Do you know what this yarn is? Do you remember when we first opened? It was that mermaid yarn.
Chunk yarn?
Nope.
From me to yarn?
Yes, from me to yarn. That's what it is. Isn't it pretty?
Yeah, it's really pretty.
So I'm using the method that the the Crazy Sock Lady is for joining, which I think a lot of people do because it looks so cool. It kind of like you slip it in a way that you see, and then you have this nice easy edge for picking up your stitches, which is different than how the pattern does it. And I'm just so happy that I did that. Also, I am knitting over my ends as I add the new color. So all I have to do is just snip those things. So the wrong side I have done like the weave and Steven, all the way across, and I'll just cut that. We're closed, people.
Yeah, we're not answering that.
Cut those. All right, so that's how I do it. I have been really excited about this. I don't know how, I'll probably do like, this is 5 across. I'll probably do like maybe 13, probably. So I'm not quite halfway there, but
you've made amazing
I've made a lot of progress on this, and it brings a lot of joy.
I can see why.
It's really pretty. And I know, like, when I've already used a color, I'm always like, oh, I already did that color. That's pretty, or whatever. So Have
you used some colors more than once?
Nope.
Oh, okay. That's what I didn't think so.
Do you know what this is?
That's our shop color from Kemper.
Yep.
I love it.
Yeah, I love it. It's like a little time capsule, kind of,
Yeah.
I put in Hope's. This is Rhinebeck FOMO.
Oh.
From Hope Made Yarn Co. Yeah, I love it. It's really, really, really fun. It's a fun knit. And I'm using everything.
You're making me want to start one.
I'm making, I'm using the recommended needle size, which is a US 5 actually, that's a lie. It's not a recommended needle size because the pattern is written for fingering weight. I don't understand how anybody could do this in fingering weight because it does take a significant amount of time to knit up 10 grams of yarn, even held double.
Wow.
But it is very, very,
but
very
some people
fun.
do it in fingering weight.
I know, it's bananas. Kevin's doing his in fingering and Ray's doing his in DK.
Yeah.
Kevin is the reason he kept showing his, and I kept getting like, oh man, I gotta pull mine out, and then I couldn't put it down. So
it's so great.
I think it's gotta be one of my favorite blankets. Like, there's something about it's so happy. I wish I had more yellow yarn.
I look at this and I think, I'm going to be totally honest here. I think it's fantastic, and then I think, oh, I want to make one, but then I think,
you don't even use those blankets.
Oh no, not it would get used. I wouldn't be worried about that. And I would just love having it, but I get nervous about like putting the colors together, or like,
this is my method, right? So if I know I'm in a pink purple row, right? If I know in here that I'm going to do a pink and purple, say for this next one, I have to start. I'm probably going to want to do like yellow or something. So I pull in my bag and I find the color that I would start with. And then I usually just look at like a little bit of what's coming and say like, oh, that'll look good together. So I wouldn't put in this section here something that's not solid. Like I would only put something that was like solid, or like not a lot of crazy colors, because I like the look of keeping it kind of, like I don't put a lot of crazy speckly things next to each other. I like to have something solid on either side. And a lot of these were given to me. That's helpful. Yeah. A lot of these were given to me these are row 1 minis.
Yes.
And so a lot of people sent me these. Laura Ross sent me a bunch of them. Jess Bickett sent me a bunch of them. I think they're so cool. I don't have a row 1 subscription because I have far too many scraps, but I do love the concept of
maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I need to get
row 1
because I feel like because
then all the colors are by the same dyer. You could just do the 10 minis and then put it off to the side until you go on. They come like this. You pull from the inside and the outside. These are 10 grams. Like
okay.
So you just could go ahead. It is very fun. It is very, very fun. I don't put as much thought as you might think that I do into picking the next color. It is very much like,
oh, that looks good.
And let me just go.
Yeah.
If it works with the color right next to it,
yeah,
you're pretty much only worried about the color that's right next to it.
Yeah.
And like a little bit of what you're going to hit in the front. There are times, like if you see at the first row, none of the first squares line up straight across. So I don't want them to.
Right.
So I'm that's the only thing that I might cut something, or some of them, if they're very little, like this one, I only had this teeny tiny little bit left and I thought, oh,
so you
that's
just
good.
throw it in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Same thing with this purple.
Yep.
That's
helpful.
Some of it is yarn that I have had for so long.
Yep.
And it makes me really, really happy to use it. And I think it's great. So now that I can cut all those strands now, there's literally the only thing to weave in at the end is the very last
yep. End
and the very beginning.
Oh, speaking of scraps, just because a lot of people have asked me about this, 52 Weeks of Scrap Yarn, the book from Lina Publishing, Laine. I am getting that book in. Just awesome. It's on its way here. It could be getting here any day. So for those of you who are interested in that book, I wasn't going to get it, but then I decided, sure. So many people asked for it. I decided to get it.
We will also be doing a Scrappy Swap again this Christmas season, holiday season. So get your book so you're ready to go. Love this pattern. Highly recommend. Okay.
Yeah, actually, I am. I'm glad we're getting that book. I think it'll be great.
I think scrappy things are very popular.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Particularly in the last 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah. There's just so many things. All right. You're up. Ooh.
So
that's a cute bag.
Isn't it cute? So I've had this, sorry, my back. Oh God. Oh, getting old is so much fun. Speaking of, there is one thing that we didn't mention. I'm going to have another grandchild.
Oh yeah.
So, there is that.
I didn't know we were mentioning that.
So, yeah. Yep. It's allowed.
We're having another baby.
Yes, so that is extremely exciting, and it's a boy. So another little boy, which is great. I am not a person that cares, I need one boy, one girl. I've never been that person. So we are ecstatic. Mm-hmm. And Samantha is, I'm going to say, I think she's 17 weeks.
Yeah, I think she is too. The last time I asked her, she was 16 in a few days. So.
Yeah. So that is really exciting. Not sure why I brought that up.
I don't know, but I like your bag. I said I like your bag, and you told everybody you're being a grandma.
Because the bag is it makes no sense why I brought that up, because the bag is old.
I was gonna say, why is there just one little? If you look this way, I was like, why is there just one skein of yarn in it? I didn't realize it was a pin.
Oh yeah. What?
I thought that I didn't realize it was a pin, and I was like, why does the fabric have just one skein of yarn on the bag?
Oh, yeah. This is a pin. I don't know where I got it. It says I feel like knit, which I really like. So this bag is from the Fat Squirrel, who is on Instagram and has a website, and I love her bags.
It's really, really cute.
And I got this at the first Rhinebeck that I went to, and I got this at Indie Untangled, which I believe was either the first or second Indie Untangled. It was like, I can't remember the name of, listen, look at us. I can't remember the name of where it was. It was in Rhinebeck, but like people were in all different buildings. And I just love this bag. So that's my project bag. And this is holding my portage, which I'm really, of course I'm in the middle of a row.
Dude.
Oh, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Yes, I'm in the middle of a row.
Oh, I thought I was too.
Oh, no.
Oh, can I show mine at the same time?
Of course you can. You don't need permission.
No. You show yours first.
I
last time, had you switched colors?
So did I show it? I don't think I showed it.
You ripped everything out.
This
last
was
time.
my original choice of yarn. This is British DK from Le Garçon, which
Le Garçon.
I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Le Garçon.
So I'm sorry if I'm butchering that, Max and Vincent.
No, you're not.
But because I am not a French speaker. So this is what I was originally going with. And then because this one was going on and on about Double Sunday, I was having FOMO. So I switched to Double Sunday, which I do love, but the color was a bit dark. I couldn't see what was going on.
It's so good.
And so I was like, you know what? I'm going back to my original choice. And I'm really glad that I did. I love this yarn so, so much.
Let's talk about these little markers that you have here.
Yes.
These are made by our friend Angie, and they are here.
Why don't I get a few? Like, I'll get them.
Yeah, why don't you go run on over there?
Yeah, hold on. Let me go limp on over. What the heck is that on the floor?
It's Vicks Vapor Rub.
Oh.
I'm assuming it's your grandson's. So these are these adorable, perfect stitch markers that Angie makes. I just want to say, I think this is a really good podcast today.
Oh, me too. But I always think it's a good podcast.
Look at that. Aren't they so cute? So we have these available in the shop and online. Look at how cute they are.
They're available online, but I feel like we haven't done a good job of separating them into
what you
variants.
get is what you get. So if you want some and you order them online,
you could always email us and say, hey, I just ordered these. Can you please give me this color?
Well, they're kind of hard to say that they're different colors. Whatever. They're so cute. Like gold or silver. Gold, silver. Okay.
Those are kind of peachy.
Yeah.
If you say peach, I'll know what you mean.
On gold.
We're so professional.
Yep.
Those might be the same thing.
This is gold, but like instead of peachy, they're like
clear,
super cool gold. Say that. Clear, super cool gold. These
are progress keepers.
These are progress keepers. This one has like a little bee and a pearl. It's so cute. These are my favorite kind of progress keeper backs, the lever back. This one is green, obviously, and it has like grapes. So cute. Or a honeycomb. Is that grapes or a honeycomb? Grapes, right?
Grapes. This is a strawberry, but it's kind of peach colored.
Strawberry.
But it's so cute. At the Barons. Oh, I already know about that.
Okay, she's going to Providence Place?
Yeah.
Hope she's bringing her mace.
Oh, God.
Anyway, those are Angie's stitch markers by Angie. Nope, not that. That's Simply Vintage Designs.
Oh, yeah. These are from
stitch
Keisha.
markers from Angie. So if you just even search Angie on our website,
it'll come up.
And then just type, I want gold or I want silver, and we'll just do our best.
Yeah.
And we can call you. It's so good. Are you using my method of...
I am using Justine's method of the right cable, the right cross.
The right cross.
And it's actually, I mean, this is the top of the back. And...
I love it.
Yeah.
It looks great.
I love it.
Are you
so let's talk about it. I do, and I actually do enjoy knitting on it. That's like a ringing endorsement, right? I actually do. So let's talk about this pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Not the best written pattern in the world. I'm sorry.
There's something about
stuff
it
that's confusing.
Once you get going, I feel like it's easy.
Right.
Once you get going.
So we encourage you to make this pattern because we love it. It's just, I've had this in my queue for like 3 years.
I have not.
Okay. But I think we're all going to be so happy once they're finished.
Yep. I agree. I think I will like my finished product. However,
I actually am enjoying knitting it.
I want to say, if you do choose to knit this sweater, plan on
ripping
it out.
Plan on ripping it a couple of times because just the way the directions are written for the back, it's a little confusing.
Until you can sort of see it and read your knitting. If you're going out here, then the next row you're going to go this way. And you just have to know I'm going right, left, and then I'm going left, right.
Right.
And
then it becomes intuitive.
Yeah, sure.
And maybe some of you won't have the problems that many of us have
Every
had.
single person that has knit it at the shop. Also, so here's another reason that I'm not loving mine. So I did not start off doing my rights this way. I thought I did, but I totally didn't. So you can totally see where I changed my methods. You're going to see it immediately. Watch.
Wait, that's the back. Wait.
Right here, I changed how I was doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Completely.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
If I ripped it out, I would never finish it. I would never even start it again.
Right.
So if I ripped it out, it's becoming a Monday sweater. And I just don't care. It is what it is. There's going to be a collar folded over the back.
It's not that noticeable.
It is noticeable. But once
you can
stretched on my back, it won't matter. I don't care.
No one's going to notice it when you're wearing it.
The yarn feels spectacular. There's a couple of things even now that I noticed are wrong with the pattern. When you get past the armhole, there's a part where you have to, so after you separate for sleeves, you put this other cable in here, which is great. But where they have you put a marker is here. But then at least that's where I could see it, where they want you to put the marker. Yeah. I followed the directions. This is not one of the times where I wasn't following directions. And then they have you knit to the marker and do a make one, but they don't make it very clear if they want it here or here. And I have just I've decided that it's going to be here because I don't want to put a marker here because then this is going to move forward. I don't understand. On the pictures, on the pattern, I actually think that they wanted this to be here, but I follow the directions. I just don't care enough to make it any different than that. I don't think the pattern is written well. I know Angie's knit 2 of these. Annie's already passed it. I think that there's things that are maybe like you're supposed to be a little bit more intuitive on. I don't think the pattern's written well at all.
So not for a beginner.
Certainly not. Certainly not. But also, you know how sometimes it happens a lot with customers. Well, they'll come in and they'll be like, I have this huge problem, and they're stuck on something, and then the problem ends up being just like this microscopic little moment.
Yeah.
And that is true. That happens a lot. Even it happens to me too, where I'm like, oh my God.
When you get stuck on
where
something.
You're like, oh my God, this can't be right. Like there's got to be something wrong. And then you stop and you think, and you're like, it's literally talking about a 1-stitch increase throughout the entire body of the sweater. It doesn't matter where I put it. Like, it doesn't matter. As long as it's in the front section, it doesn't matter. I could put it like wherever I wanted it to be. Yeah. So that does sometimes happen, I think, in this pattern. And you think like, oh my God, I'm going to ruin the whole thing with this one tiny mistake, but it won't. I also am using my little stitch markers by Angie. And then the last time, I mean, I did knit on it a lot because everybody's going to beat me.
I know, because just the other day you were like, I knew you were like, you're ahead of me. And I'm like, that is not possible.
You were.
Right. So that meant that she had to knit more.
No, I don't think. I thought you were.
I was definitely not.
I had a gummy and you were asking me questions. Let's talk about that. Kevin and I do.
They do?
Yeah. I had a gummy and she's asking me knitting questions. And I'm like, can't help you. Listen, I have been very stressed, okay? My portage, this is by Melissa Shashwari.
Shashwari, right?
Shashwari. It's links below. She's not watching the podcast.
Thank God.
Oh my God, imagine if she did. Maybe I'll
feel very bad.
We're going to love the end result. Mine's in double Sunday. Listen, I think that there are things that could be fixed.
It's Melissa, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I hope
we so appreciate the effort. Okay.
I'm not editing. Not editing this podcast. That's the portage.
All right. Mm-hmm. Well, that's one follower lost. I don't think she ever followed us.
I just think that it is what it is.
Listen,
she's getting a lot of publicity.
Yes.
Free.
No, there is no bad publicity, right?
Right.
So it's constructive criticism.
I don't think the chart is written properly. There should be a knit stitch.
Yes.
In part of the
correct
chart.
Yeah. So yeah.
And I think
so many people are going to start making. And
I think the part about the underarms is wrong. So anyway, let's move on. I pulled out another old whip. This is very old.
I love this yarn.
The yarn is really good.
Look at this color. It's stunning. Jason's Aqua. It's so good.
We forgot about these things. We didn't show these yet, so we have to pull some of these over.
Oh, all right. Let me limp on over and get some.
I pulled out an old whip. One of my friends that I used to work with when I was a teacher, she went to Rhinebeck, and I didn't even know what Rhinebeck was at the time. This was years and years and years ago. And she was like, "Would you like one of the pink baskets?" And I was like, "Sure." And she came home and she gave me one of these baskets. And I usually just keep it out, and I have like tchotchkes and notions and stuff in it. And I was like, why am I not using this? So I pulled this pattern out again. This pattern is called Lento. It is available on Ravelry, but I think it's also in like the 52 Weeks of Easy Knits or something.
Is it?
I think so. I'm pretty sure it's in a book. Pretty sure. This is the Lento. I'm using two yarns held together. I'm using this stunning tweed fingering weight yarn from Moondrake Fiber Co. And this was gifted to me for my 40th birthday from our friend Laura Ross. And I knit on it, and then I put it in a bag to start something else, I'm sure. I actually think I put it away to start our pressed flowers last year.
Okay.
So this is it's sparkle tweed fingering weight from Moondrake in a pink color, obviously. And this is Knitting for Olive's mohair, which I had never used before, and it is
lovely,
really lovely. And this is my Lento, and this is, you're right, last year's 2024 colorway. Stitch marker. So this is where I was last year when I showed this. So I knit a bit on it. It's a really beautiful construction. It is so, it also has that rolled neck that I,
but done the same way that
no, because it's not. No, it's different than the way Petite Knit does it. Still feels great. It's knit on a size 10 needle. Oh, which is why it gets that loose, lofty. Yeah. And this is only my first skein of this yarn. This is one skein.
Oh wow.
I think it's my second mohair, but it's just one skein of the fingering weight. Yeah. So any fingering weight with a mohair held together on a large needle, so good. I think that this would be really good in the opalescent collection. It would be really good with our Ito Sensei mohair, which we love, which we need more of. And that is that. So Lento, easy, sweet, beautiful.
It was published in Lina Magazine issue 11.
Oh, I knew it was in a book.
Yeah.
Mohair in my chapstick.
All right.
No.
Not yet. Not yet?
No, I put it on the back.
Oh, okay.
You got to show your next whip.
My next whip, which I
only have one more, so you're
so excited
up,
about.
And then we're good.
In my new Bags by Joe bag, I know. What can I tell you?
We sell these in the store. These are called large zipper bag. These are from our friend Judy Olson, who's our local bag maker.
I love this. I love
these. These are so great. They have like that interfacing in between to make them a sturdy bag with a very big bottom. And we have a ton of these bags.
This size is extremely popular. It's $57. Yeah, so
I love that color bag. Zipper. So good.
So this is my Seaside tee, which I've already shown, but I've made
Cheryl
significant.
Oh, I have those too.
Oh, I know. Aren't they so cute?
They're so cute. So cute.
Fox and what is it? Fox and Pine? Pine and Fox?
Fox and Pine.
Fox and Pine stitch stoppers. So this is the Seaside tee, and I am knitting it in Juniper Moon Farms Cumulus, and I will say that
everybody wants this.
They want this.
No, they want this tea. Yeah, yes. Everybody wants this tea.
Yes,
everybody that sees it is like
very excited about it. I believe that Tracy from the Grocery Girls, she didn't make this pattern, but she just finished a tee that is similar. Like it's a striped tee with I think the shoulders are different because this is more of like a saddle shoulder.
Did you start carrying your yarn?
Yeah.
After I yelled at you?
Yep, good. I did. So it's got this detail on the shoulder.
God, it's so cute.
Can
we hold it the right way?
What do you mean?
Like this is the front,
yeah.
Right?
Yes, it is.
And then you're going to pick up to do a neckline?
Yes. I'm going to pick up.
What color are you going to use?
I believe the white. I believe whatever color is this. Pearl. In this color. Yes, definitely. Because, yeah.
The last color was the brown.
Yes. So this is called Sandbar, I think. This
the
tan.
The tannish color.
And the warehouse, they are out of stock right now, but expecting it in May.
Great.
Early May. So if you want these two colors, we have the pearl. So I would recommend that you get it now before it sells out. And I will, and if you want this color, you can email or call the shop and I'll put it on the order sheet. I'll put you down on the order sheet to get it. This is an interesting construction. You start out, it's not that interesting. Start out flat. And then joining in the round. And this is not my forte.
I love it.
But it's worsted weight yarn knit on smaller needles. So I think the pattern calls for four. I'm knitting it on a 3 because I'm a bit of a loose knitter. And I love it. I love working on it. And Justine yelled at me because the pattern actually specifically says that you should cut the yarn. And so I was doing that, but then I stopped.
Yeah, I was like, what the heck are you doing?
Yeah, no, I'm glad I stopped.
And then I wove in all the ends. And there were like 90.
You didn't weave in all of them. Okay. I was like, I thought she was going to weave in the ends.
I wove in like 50.
There weren't that many.
It's a lot.
So, but I will say this, that when you look at the projects on Ravelry, many people have said that because she tells you to pick up like every stitch for the neckband.
There's a lot of stitches on that neck.
Yeah, it's too much. I know I'm going to pick up less stitches.
Way less.
Yeah, for the neckband.
Is it boat? So, is it kind of a boat neck?
It's not.
Oh.
It's not a boat neck. So.
Yeah, you're going to have, I would do that soon.
Why?
I don't know.
I know. I understand. I actually get why you say that because it's like making me nervous. Yeah. I don't know why, but someone said that I think across the straight parts they picked up every stitch and then
I wouldn't.
I know.
I would do every other for the whole entire thing.
You think?
That is so wide.
Yeah. No, I know.
And I was sure doing on a smaller needle.
Yeah. So I just wanted to point that out because it is a wide neck
thing to point out.
Thank you.
See, it would work for me because I have such a big head. I would need that big open hole. for my big head.
No, not this big.
The fabric is
Even your head isn't
so,
this big.
like dense and pretty,
But
and
soft.
Like,
but
oh
it's,
god, it's
this
so soft.
yarn.
So the
is
whole time I'm knitting
so-
with that Cirrus, every time I finish a row, I go like this. Ooh, it's so soft. Like literally every time.
It's super. I just people are coming up to it and they're like, oh my god, and then they're just going over to the wall and picking the yarn.
It's so good. It's really good.
So highly recommend.
Mm-hmm. That's by
Very easy.
Cheryl Mokhtari.
Yes.
Interesting construction.
Yes.
Not that interesting.
Well written.
That's great. That's
Well written
very
pattern.
important. Very important. All right. Speaking of,
There's also a seaside light, but by the way, this
what
one's-
weight is the Seaside Light in?
It's
sport.
no
okay.
fingering.
Oh.
Fingering. So you could do it in the Tin Lena
Oh yeah.
or in anything you want. But I am loving this, and I'm dying to finish it, to be honest with you, because I want to wear it.
I have one more whip that I started yesterday.
Okay.
And this is because I'm glad I started it already. Yesterday, on April 12th, one of my favorite designers, Laura Penrose, she is responsible for the Sweet Shop blanket. She's also got really cute striped sweater called the Sibling Sweater that's so cute. I made a shawl of hers. I think she's really fantastic. She came up with I was watching her podcast and knew that she was working on this shawl scarf called the Jacques scarf. And when I first saw it, she said it needs to be in DK cotton. And I was like, I know exactly what I want to knit it. So it's called the Jacques scarf, and it has a bit of a fiddly start.
Okay.
In that, you're actually holding 3 balls. And let me show you.
Yeah.
And I know you're going to say that it's not enough contrast. Are you going to say that?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
Let me see. What's interesting is that it just, the color, the contrast shows up so much better on the screen
Yeah.
than it does in real life. So that's good.
Yeah. So this is the Juniper Moon Farm Cirrus in the solid colors. And so the pattern is written, first of all, her patterns are super, super clear and give lots of instruction. So
That's great.
So first off, I've never done double knitting before, which is what this side is here. And that's what I keep touching. Just do this.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. It's so good, right?
Yeah.
Like if that was on the end of a baby blanket, I could think a baby would go like this the
Yeah.
whole time. And then there's an I cord on the other side.
No, I think it's really pretty.
I think so too.
Yeah, I
Okay,
love the
good.
two colors
Okay,
together.
good. I was super worried last night while I was doing it because I think, listen, could it be more contrasty? Of course, but I
that doesn't mean it
wasn't
has
going
to be.
for it. So there's a lot of options for this. First of all, there's a small and then there's a large.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's directions for knitting the entire thing with one main color. For me, it's the purple, and one contrast color, which is the concrete color that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can knit it until you get to the widest part and then you switch them so that then my main color would switch to being this and my pop would be this. And I actually think I wasn't going to do that, but I actually think I might now. I think it might be like a little more interesting, but I don't know. Maybe I won't. What do you think? Would you switch? I don't love the way I don't think I'm going to switch because I don't love the way it looks when it's wrapped around in that way. Maybe since I'm not editing this, I want to show you what it looks like when it's finished. I had seen this and just like I just fell in love with her pattern. So this is the way I'm talking about, where it would be one color and then halfway through it switches. Which I think looks
so
cool,
cute.
but I like this look better.
Yeah. Well, because oh no, sorry, forget I was gonna.
And she did it in a red. This is cashmere. I think
Wow.
it's really beautiful. I think, first of all, the pattern is so well written.
Mm-hmm.
And at first I was like, how am I going to ever keep up with what I'm doing. So it is intarsia, which I also have only done like once. But the cool thing is once you get past like this little part here, like the second color doesn't officially start till here. So you do this whole little section here in the main color.
Yep.
And then it kind of slowly moves into doing the intarsia, which is just, you just have to wrap the yarn around to make sure that it doesn't come separated. It's not a big deal.
Like meaning twist it?
Twist this, yeah. So like when you're knitting and you have to change color, and she has a video, super clear video. So I would knit with my main color, the 3 stitches, and then you just come over and make sure you trap this purple. It's like nothing that you haven't ever done before. And they super, super clear. And so at first I was like, oh my God, this is like, I'm never going to get into a groove with this. And then I just couldn't put it down. I couldn't wait for it to come out. I mean, I guess I wish slightly that I had different color 1 or color 2, because it is like, am I doing all this work and you're not going to get the vibe?
It's just going to be subtle.
It's subtle. I'm just not super subtle. She also tells you if you want to split it and change colors halfway, she tells you how much to wind off. So before I said you have 3 skeins of yarn at a time. So you have your 1 main color, your 1 contrast color, and then this entire second side here with the double knitting, which is just like slip 1 with yarn in front, knit 1, slip 1 with yarn in front, knit 1, and then when you go the other way, you slip 1, knit 1. Like that's all it is, and it looks so good. You just wind off, like I think she said for it to be the main color throughout, 15 grams. So I just wound off 15 grams separate, and that's my yarn for this side every 5th and 6th row. I mean, it sounds like it's complicated, but it's really truly not complicated at all. And
no, I don't understand.
That had a little snap, or had a little knot, and I couldn't get it untangled, so I just cut it. But normally we would have this ball here and then a ball and a ball.
Okay, got it.
And it doesn't get tangled. At the beginning it did get tangled because you're flipping back and forth so quickly, but it really doesn't get tangled. I'm bringing this on the airplane with me. By the way, lots of people have told me that I should be careful about bringing my knitting to Mexico because they're rough on the way home in security with knitting needles. Sometimes they don't care and sometimes they do care. So I am prepared. I've seen all the suggestions. I am taking my tips off when I go through security, and I'm going to put them in my husband's pencil bag in his pencil case so it will look like a pen, and then I will be able to knit away on the plane. That's my plan. So
I have been back and forth to Mexico twice with knitting and have never had any issue.
I've been 4 times to Mexico, and 2 of the 4 times I lost my needles. Wow. And the first time I was mad and I was like screaming at the security guard, and Michael's like, let's go. Stop yelling at security. Yeah, I was super mad. But yeah, so this is very, 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 very fun. I could see myself, I actually think I might knit it longer than the pattern calls for, just wider, just keep going until I feel like being done and then go the other direction. I think it's a really well-written pattern. I might be making it sound confusing. I hope I'm not. Lori was like, you could teach a class on it. And I was like, no, it doesn't even need a class because it really is so easy. And then her video tutorial, like she shows you how you should lay out your yarn so that things don't get tangled. I think she's a fantastic writer. Her patterns are super clear. Not one of those people that gives too much information, but she does tell you what's going to happen before you do it. And I think it's really pretty. No, I'm very happy with the colors. I think it's going to be really pretty.
No, I know you. I know why you went with those colors, and I think it's going to be beautiful.
I think it would be pretty fun too in like the gradient. Like not as the main color. Maybe it wouldn't be because it's just teeny tiny little sections. Like maybe it wouldn't go quickly enough.
I wonder.
I don't know. Not exactly sure.
Yeah.
You probably would end up like with way too much of one color.
That's what I
before
think.
you move on to
Yeah.
the next thing. It doesn't use a lot of yarn, but that's why, because these are 328 yards, I think, 328 yards. I was thinking, I don't think it calls for that many, like even a little. So I was like, oh, I'm just going to keep going because I love longer things. And what's the worst case that happens? I need to buy another skein.
Yeah.
Whatever. I love it.
Nice. You're going to have all that money anyway from Charlotte not going to
I'm going to be loaded. That's what I'm going to spend all my money on is yarn. God, my poor husband. Look at how good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I love it.
Thanks. And I'm using a 6. Which
Is that
what
what she called for?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did I check my gauge?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Other new things in the store. This is new to us. New?
Yep.
Not new or new to us?
Definitely new to us,
But not new.
but not new.
Okay. From Barocco, Pima 100. It is a worsted weight, 100% Pima cotton yarn, machine washable in cold water and lay flat to dry. You get 100 gram skein, 219 yards.
I love it.
I love it too. So let's talk about colors. This one's called Globe Thistle. What the hell is a globe thistle?
It's got to be a plant.
Sure. Oh, I bet it's a globe. I know what it is. It's like
Yeah.
a ball.
Yeah.
Perfect name. Makes sense.
This one doesn't make sense to me. This is wisteria. I think that one that you just showed, globe thistle, should be wisteria because I think that's what it's the color of it. But I love the feel of it. I really love it. I'm super happy we got this. This is extremely white yarrow. White. And this is dahlia. I think this is accurate in terms of color. It's not us. Like Barocco cares. This is forget-me-not. Again, I think accurate. So pretty. We got a crap ton of colors.
And moss makes sense.
Yeah, although a little light for moss, I think.
So patterns, I mean, any baby blanket, sweater that you want to be in cotton, this would be beautiful.
Dishcloths.
Dishcloths.
Yeah.
Our friend Jane is knitting up a sample.
Trista. Trista with a T.
Okay, I'm gonna pull it up so you can see. Oh my God, Trista. I'm not even. Is it bad if I don't even put our little intro in?
What do you mean? Oh. Oh. Listen, you do you.
Even just adding that one thing will add an extra like 2 hours to the uploading process.
Come on.
I swear. Because I could go straight to YouTube right now as opposed to going to the editing software and then saving it and then uploading to YouTube. Look at that. Isn't it so cute? Look at how much my hand is shaking. What's wrong with me?
Yeah. What, you have low blood sugar or something?
I think I just drank too much
So
coffee.
pretty.
I love it. I believe
can't
it's
wait.
2 skeins. It's 438 yards. That is it in this exact yarn. It's written by Amy Christophers, which
I love the feel of
we
it.
love her. It's super, super, super soft.
It's only going to feel softer once it's knit up.
Yeah, gorgeous. So this is the Pima 100.
Thank you, Andra.
And then we got these in and then right away sold out of all the bags. So this is
Getting more.
This is from Micah,
which is Maika.
It's a women-owned company. We had all these lunch totes, but they're all sold out. But we still have a few things. So this is the bucket. This is the recycled canvas bucket. This one's called Stash.
Look at how cute it is. It's
cute.
basically a yarn bowl.
It's adorable.
Now, when this will be, that won't be backwards when it,
No.
right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, just wondering.
Yeah, Stash. And then we also have the one that says etc.
Yeah.
Also
So
super
used for
cute.
things other than yarn.
We have the mica wine
Totes. They're so cute.
So this one is Mendocino.
Yeah. This one is Echo Charcoal. These are so cute.
And this one is Sierra. This was a super popular.
So I have the lunch tote, and some of you guys might remember that I got it at Perfect Blend.
Yep.
At Rhinebeck.
Yep.
But I love these.
Yeah, they're
so cute. And
you could be so cool showing up to a party with that. But don't let the hostess take your wine.
Well, unless you want to be nice and give them the whole gift.
These are the medium.
Some of us are nice.
Notions pouches. This one is called Han something. It got covered.
Oh, it might be Hana.
Hana. Sure.
I'm making that up.
I think you're right.
I'm right. Oh, come on. I can't see. Who did this? Who tagged these?
This one's Placa. Look at that.
I don't know.
Looks like clouds.
I can't see what it's called.
But the pictures are online for these. So if you like it, these are the medium pouches.
And they're perfect. They're perfect Notions bags.
And these are the cutest little
They are the cutest.
Cute key rings. Look how cute.
I got to get more of them.
This one is called Micah's Wish. This is my favorite fabric. They don't have this in lunchbox sizes.
No, I think that was like
Specialty?
it's like a I feel like proceeds from that go to Make-A-Wish maybe.
So the bags, the little key ring pouches are like you can stick your little notions that you need in here.
Yeah.
And you just put
Stitch
it on
markers.
your
Yeah.
it's under your bag. It's so cute.
So cute. This one is Carmel.
I would say
Carmel.
Carmel.
Carmel. Yeah.
Did you bring another one over? But we didn't have that.
I think this
one.
Oh yeah. Oh
This is
yeah.
the
We don't have that in stock right now because we sold out of them.
Mendocino. Okay.
With the little mushrooms on
Those
it.
are mica bags.
Yes, but you'll get. I mean,
We'll notify when the bags come in, the big bags.
Yeah.
The lunch totes.
and I'm also going to get other. I only placed a small order. I don't know why, but I only placed a small order, and needless to say, the bags sold out the day they came.
Yeah, 24 hours.
And but I'll be getting.
I had to come in
more
to take bags out of the inventory for some Thursday ladies.
Oh, jeez.
Because they didn't get a chance, and I knew the Wednesday people wouldn't take them all.
All right, I gotta put my hair back.
Okay. Last new thing in the shop, which we are so glad, and we already have to place another order, is that we finally got in some Tuft Woolens stuff. So are we completely sold out of the hand bombs? I think we might have like one left maybe. So we had the Knitter's hand.
I could use some of that right now if you have some.
I mean, I know I do.
Oh, there it is.
This is blueberry lemonade. This is the most popular flavor, just so you know. Sold out first. They are Knitter's. What do they call it? It says it in the front. Knitter. Hand and body balm. Lanolin rich hand and body balm.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny because when I saw this, it was at first I thought it said made in China, and I was like, oh, maybe we might not be getting those.
Oh, it does kind of look like, yeah.
Doesn't it?
It says made with love in Ohio.
Oh, Ohio. So, phew.
Okay. We sold out of the hand sticks. I think we have a lavender left.
Smells
I know.
So good.
So good. We got 7 cents of the hand sticks and then sold those out immediately. We got 6 of the bar soaps. Annie thought this was soap.
Yep.
I was like,
sounds about right.
Good thing I was here to explain
that
this
tracks.
So these are so amazing. If you've never used these before, I literally have one that is so old because they last for such a long time. So when you're ready to block something, you just hold this under the water, rub it through your hands and let it get into the water and soak your item. And then some people rinse it. I don't rinse mine. I just squeeze out
Right.
the water and off I go.
Yeah, just like Eucalyptus.
Just like Eucalyptus. Then when you're done and it's wet, you just leave it out on your counter to let it dry a little bit. And I store mine in a Ziploc bag. I know some people wrap them in parchment paper to keep it like less sticky, but I just replace the bag if I need to after a little while. I love this so much. These are the scents we got. Orange Blossom Special, Refresh, which is, I have Refresh in a tin that I got at Cake Palooza from them, and I use it all the time. And even if you just put it on your hands and then breathe, it smells kind of like eucalyptusy and minty, and it's just like such a good scent. I also love Vanilla Almond. Do you remember Jafra, the company?
Yes, I do.
My mom had a Jafra lady, and she used the almond like leg lotion and like oil.
Yeah.
And anytime I smell anything that smells like almond, it makes me immediately think of my mom. I love this one.
Let me see.
It's so good.
Mm.
We also have Lavender Apple,
Which is also really
really
nice.
nice. And
This is plum and amber, which I love.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think we sold out of Blackberry Sage, or we might have one more over there. But
We didn't. Did we get Sugar Skull, or were we not able to?
we got Sugar Skull in the hand things.
Oh, okay.
But it has been requested.
Yes.
We also got the lip balms
Yep.
from Tuft Woolens, and I have the grasshopper one,
Mm-hmm.
which I have while we were podcasting applied 2 times because I lick it off because it literally tastes like a Thin Mint cookie.
Kind of defeats the purpose of a lip balm.
I
You
know.
licking it off.
I know, but I like it.
Oh,
It tastes good.
I'm like, what
This
with
is
the tag?
grasshopper, so that's like the one that tastes like a Thin Mint cookie. I love it. Vanilla bourbon is spectacular.
Honey
So good.
and Cascade Huckleberry, which I bet is also great. Annie's obsessed with huckleberries.
So good. So all of that is available on the website. And yeah.
We already talked about.
Local yarns for day.
Yep. And remember, there will be a sale.
Yeah. Keep an eye out.
Yeah.
For more information about that. Newport Yarn and Fibers Trunk Show is happening the weekend of Mother's Day weekend, May 9th and 10th. We are closed on Mother's Day. Are we closed on Easter? Somebody asked.
We are. We are
will be
closed on
closed.
Easter. It is already posted on the website.
Okay. Next Sunday. Or this coming Sunday, sorry. Newport Yarns and Fibers Trunk Show is happening May 9th and May 10th. We are blessed to be able to offer this experience, this trunk show with our friends Kathy and Mary. They are lovely women, and they have this amazing organization called Hugs Through Shrugs, and it is an organization where they offer care packages for families who are dealing with pediatric cancer treatments. And it is just a beautiful, beautiful charity. And they fund their charity through
Entirely.
their yarn sales.
Yep.
And they call themselves Newport Yarn and Fiber because they're avid knitters and they love coming to Newport. And when they're in Newport, you know, they have visited all of the mansions and historical places, and they talk.
And their yarns are
all based, their bases are all, and their colorways are all reflective of things in Newport and famous
Newport women. Yeah.
And so they have dyed these beautiful yarns, and they have these yarns that are skeined up together. Do you have the skein color? Or is it at home?
No, it's not at home.
Okay.
Hold on one second.
So they have
Might take me a
these skeins, and I can't remember what they call them when they're, what do they call them when they're packaged together? There's a name. Shoot. 1 second. I'm sorry. Newport yarn. Sorry. Lori's gonna get it, and then I'll. Oh my God! Look at how cute they are. They're just so cute. They're so cute. I feel like they have really upped the Gilded Age. That's what they call it. Oh, thanks. So the Gilded Age. Ow.
Oh my God. Here.
Thank you. Look at this. Newport Yarn and Fibers is an ongoing fundraiser endeavor for Hugs Through Shrugs, wrapping love and support around moms whose lives have been forever affected by pediatric cancer. To learn more, visit our website to subscribe to our newsletter. The Skein Yarn Shop colorway honors 2 strong women who, through their combined talents, are building an extraordinary community of fiber artists. This community has been growing over the years, but is exploding thanks to the hard work, dedication, creativity, and enthusiasm of Lori and Justine. Oh, that's so nice. We're forever grateful and thrilled to have our first trunk show at Skein. To show our appreciation, we intentionally dyed this color combination, choosing green for Lori and pink for Justine. Thank you for your ongoing support, first for Hugs Through Shrugs and now for Newport Yarn and Fibers. One last thank you to the Skein Stitchers for making and donating shrug hugs for us, supporting moms at Hasbro Children's Hospital through our collaboration with the Izzy Foundation. So this one is so, oh,
there we go.
Oh my God, look at,
I know.
look at that. So this is the yarn that is like nubby.
I love the colors. I really do.
And then this is the sparkle version of it.
Super
it's
soft.
so good. So these are wound up together, and these together are $60. And this is the Skein one, but there's also ones for the different strong women like Lori and I of Rhode Island. We're included in all those names.
I think one of them is named for Mavis Leno, Jay Leno's wife, because they have a home in they have a home in Newport. And you go.
I'm gonna do the thing.
Yeah, nut. And then I think some of them are named for like
With a historical,
like Vanderbilt and
so I mean, they also
the people
have
who own the
patterns.
mansions.
The people that own the mansions. They have patterns, they have samples, there's lots of colors. Of course, this one is so special to us, being so for us.
Dedicated to us, which is so sweet. And this is okay. Does this have a tag on it? Here we go. This is the pattern is the Josie shawl pattern by Kimberly McAlinden, one of our faves. And this is one Gilded Age Skein Ocean Drive.
Yep.
US 11 circular needle. Fringe requires additional yarn. So there you go. I love the sparkle.
So cool.
And
it's so cool.
It's made with our colorway.
Yes. As a part of this trunk show, Lori has so generously decided that 100% of the proceeds from the sale of the Newport Yarn and Fibers yarn is going to go to the organization Hugs Through Shrugs. So consider please coming and supporting this amazing cause and getting yourself some yarn. I encourage you to go on over to their website, to their YouTube channel, Newport Yarns and Fibers, and Hugs Through Shrugs, and find those ladies and watch it, because they give a lot of more information about what they're going to be bringing.
Look at these colors. They're so fun.
I know, it's so fun. Super fun. Okay. There's also going to be a prize.
That's right.
So they worked together with Chip, and you might have already seen this or heard about this, because our amazing friends, Kevin and Ray,
Yes.
from Needles at the Ready, have already shared some of this information, which we're so grateful
Yes.
for, because we really want people to come in and support this amazing organization and charity. So they worked with Chip from Fiber Hustle for a custom bag, and the bag is so cool. It is a large Chip basket where he used vinyl fabric, and they're so cool. Ray and Kevin have used this bag for years, and they really, really love it. Also, they're adding yarn, pattern, and a link to their video for making a Beechwood on Bellevue wrap. The value of the prize breaks down to be $120, $205, and you get to choose your yarn colors for the bag. I mean, for the yarn in the bag, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
To qualify for the prize, they're debuting their line of $30 single skeins and bringing their $60 gilded double skeins in all three of their weights: Ocean Drive, Thames Street, and Bellevue Avenue. For every $60 of Newport Yarn and Fibers purchased, the customer receives a chance to win. You spend $60 and you get one raffle, $120, you get 2 raffle tickets, and the drawing will be at the end of day 2.
Which is Saturday, May
9th and
9th?
10th.
No, so it'll
Friday,
be
May
the 10th.
9th and Saturday, May 10th.
Yep.
Also, anyone buying their yarn who also makes a skein purchase will also get to reach into their bucket of prizes. They have 100 yarn ball zipper pulls, which are super cute. They're literally a zipper pull with a little thing on there, so you can put it on the edge of your project bag. You could use it as a progress keeper. And 20 are marked with prizes. 10 will be marked with Fiber Hustle cracking fans. So there's some fans. So it's all
called
fun.
Fiber Hustle cracking fan.
You should have seen Ray was trying to. Yeah.
Like a geisha.
Mm-hmm. So they're going to be 10 are going to get the fans.
I'm gonna watch
10
this
are going to
weekend.
get the Learn to Tunisian Crochet Kit, which includes a hook, yarn, 2 patterns, and a link to the tutorial. So 20 people will win one of those prizes. Plus all 100 will get to keep their little zipper pull. Okay.
These prizes are so great.
Yeah. So cute. So they're going to have
How
other
cute.
things.
Wait.
Not just the skein color. They're gonna have a ton of colors, single skein. So if you want to get just the sparkle yarn or just the slubby yarn, you can do that as well. If you want to pre-order for the skein colorway, you can already do that on their website, just so they know how much to dye and bring.
Right, NewportYarnandFibers.com.
Which is linked down below.
Awesome. Virtual shoppers will all qualify for prizes as well.
They're just the nicest women. Literally the nicest
They
women.
are. Like, these are people who walk the walk. All right? Not just talk the talk.
for sure.
And
My phone is telling me to stand up.
okay.
Been sitting for too long, apparently.
So we really hope that you come out May 9th and 10th for this other important event. Because you'll be doing you'll be getting awesome yarn and getting a chance at prizes and helping a very, very worthy cause. Look at how cute these are.
The zipper
I
pull
love
is
that
so cute.
zipper pull. Oh, let me do this. You don't need to see my personal messages.
Please.
And then the fan, if you want to see the fan, I guess make sure you watch. Well,
Needles
you
at
should
the
be
Ready.
watching Kevin and Ray anyway. So, and there are the other 2 prizes.
We're very grateful to them for coming. It's special to do something on Mother's Day weekend.
We are so excited.
Yeah. They're just lovely, lovely women.
Yes.
So
you should come and meet them because
Yeah.
they're that lovely. So, and we thank them for dedicating this color to us.
they have a bunch of Kimberly McLinden's patterns that they're going to be bringing as well, which we love her. So
Yes. Big fan. Huge. You missed your cue.
Okay. Huge. Sorry. All right. Last but not least, our Europe trip.
Yes, definitely not least. So guess what, people? The Europe trip is full. However, if you were thinking about going don't despair. Get on the wait list because, you know, things happen. Inevitably, things happen, unfortunately. And then, you know, sometimes people can't go.
Yeah.
So we are starting a wait list.
I'm going, you guys.
Yeah. Forget about me.
You want to hang out with us?
She's going.
You know what I say to the people at the shop all the time? You guys are so lucky. You get to see us whenever you want.
That's
you don't
right.
have to wait for a podcast. You get to just hang out and listen to our awesomeness in person. You guys are going to get to experience it too. We don't have to do
I will
anything
say
like
I was what?
We don't have to do anything like we're just hanging
Well,
out,
we're
right?
helping. We're helping Marnie teach the classes. So, yeah, even more important than us, you get to meet Marnie and Lynn. So, and they're super fun. I cannot believe you just did that.
So sorry. Do you notice anything different about me today?
I noticed how beautiful your hair looked.
Oh, no, I just never wear my hair in a ponytail.
Yeah.
I always have my hair in a clip.
Yeah.
But this morning I was like, oh,
I did notice.
I'm going to put my hair in a ponytail. I don't think I've ever worn my hair in a ponytail on the podcast.
Really?
Because I literally always put it in a clip.
I always put it like in this obnoxious kind of half bun thing.
Remind me to tell you something about my hair at the nursing home, okay?
Okay.
It's a good story.
So this is so comfy. Can I just tell you?
Yeah.
It really is like, I know these aren't the shrugs, but this is like a hug.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Marnie? Yes.
And Lynn.
Well, Marnie and Lynn are going to be on the trip as well, and we love them. And it's going to be a ton of fun. And for those who signed up, we can't, for those of you we don't know, because there are definitely some friends that we've never met before in person. So we're really looking forward to that. Michael from Uptown Fiber Co. is coming. We're really excited about that.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's going to be a ton of fun. And please, if you have any interest at all, please let us know, and we will put you on the wait list. Because maybe some more spots will open up. Maybe we will decide to take a few more people. We did not expect it to fill up this quickly. So we're really grateful for that, and we're really looking forward to it.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be here before you know it. Even though it's 11 months. It's not a year away, and honestly, we're gonna blink and we're gonna be going, and I can't wait.
It's gonna be awesome. I'm so excited to go on vacation with you.
I know.
We're rooming together.
I'm sure you're shocked.
It's gonna be fun.
So yeah, the trip is for those of you joining us for the first time. If you don't know, we've planned a trip. It's for next March of 2026. And I can't believe we're even talking numbers like that.
I know, it's crazy.
And
what the hell?
we are going to
So sorry.
Sorry I'm boring you.
No, you're not.
We are going to England and Scotland. We'll be hitting London. We'll be hitting Stonehenge. We'll be hitting Bath, England, which I am especially excited for. Also Edinburgh, Scotland. We're going to be doing all
I can't wait
kinds.
to go to Scotland because my husband's family is Scottish.
Oh,
So I'm a McKechnie.
oh, mine too. No, just kidding.
Actually, it's not even Michael's biological family, but that's okay.
Whatever. We are going to be doing lots of yarn shopping. We'll have plenty of time to knit. We're going on a tea bus, a double decker. What?
I don't know what's wrong with me.
I don't know what's wrong with
I can't
you
stop
either.
yawning.
You give me a complex.
It's not you. I'm just so tired.
Yeah, so it's going to be a really fun trip, and if you want more details, please reach out to us via email, and
There's
I will
a link
send
down
you.
below too.
There you go.
Okay.
We're going with and go to Explore Knitting Tours on Instagram and follow them, and on Facebook, and
You can go back and look at they just came back from this trip.
That's right. And you
so
can see all the great
highlights and stuff, which
pictures,
is cool.
which just made me so much more excited about it, as if I could get more excited.
I know.
And you know what this means? More trips.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
really just so excited to be starting this phase
It's
of
very cool.
our story.
Oh. We are strong, independent women.
We are.
Yep. All right. Well,
What else?
It's been 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
We missed you all.
Yes.
Thanks for being here. Thanks
Boy,
for watching.
I can't believe it. It's been almost 2 hours. That went by really fast.
It did go by really fast. I gotta get going before my
Thanks
kids
so much for
kill
watching,
each other.
everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, they're at home?
Yeah, the boys are at home.
Oh, I totally forgot. School vacation week.
Yeah, and I gotta go bring my dog. Drop her off. She's going on vacation to Penny's house. She's not gonna want to come back to my house afterwards.
That is not true. She'll go nuts when she sees you, like dogs always do.
I hope so.
My dog finally got groomed, thank goodness, because he smelled really bad.
Ugh, Lucy needed a bath last night.
Yeah? Did you give her
She
one?
Stepped in poop.
Oh, right.
She's actually really great.
We've
in
come
the
full
bathtub.
circle.
Full circle. She's actually really good at baths. She jumps right in the bathtub.
Oh, that's awesome.
She, and then she lets me blow dry her. She lets me
She
blow dry
does?
her. Mm-hmm. I blow dry her with my Dyson hair wrap, and she goes like this.
Please, I need a video of that.
And then I have this vacuum thing. It's like a vacuum with a brush and a hose, and you vacuum her and brush it, and then you push the button, and all the fur that they collected on the comb sucks in and goes into this canister. It's a full-on vacuum.
Wow.
You brush, push the button, sucks it in. I'm a Furminator. It's a Furminator.
That's what I was going to say. Is that the Furminator?
It sure is.
All right.
But she gets hairy toes, and it doesn't cut. It doesn't cut the fur. It brushes out the fur, like the undercoat, and then sucks it through. So she needs to go see her Auntie Diva for a little toe trimming.
Yeah.
She's got hairy toes.
Well, and she probably needs her. You don't. Do you clip her nails?
Oh yeah, Diva does it all.
Yeah. You don't do that. Yeah, we tried that once with our dog before, not our dog before Griffin, and that did not go well.
Yeah. No, me. Nope.
Makes me very nervous.
Nope. Lucy will go see Auntie Diva. Yep. And that's all that's happening. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. No,
Please
really.
like, subscribe, share, leave us a comment, let us know all the things. We love to hear from you.
Please.
Sorry that this is a non-edited episode, but
It's
next
okay.
time it'll go back to normal.
Yes. We'll
Okay.
see you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.